Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, this is a very sensitive subject, so I have to warn y'all ahead of time. Some of the things you're going to hear may be very triggering for some of you. So if you're the kind of person that don't like having conversations like this, I advise you to leave the channel now. With that being said, here we go. I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't know much about these young rappers, so forgive me if I jack up the names, no pun intended. But there's this rapper. His name is OTF Duty Low. Um, I guess his real name is David. So David, aka OTF Duty Low, who allegedly done some heinous things to FTN Bay's son. I'm sorry, guys. These rappers and these names, just bear with me. FTN Bay is a rapper and a dancer. And David, aka OTF Duty Low, is a rapper as well. And when I was sent this video, I couldn't believe what I was hearing of this baby telling his mom. It wasn't a video, it was an audio of this baby telling his mom, these horrific things that David did to him.
Why are you about to cry?
No.
Baby, tell me what you have to tell me.
I'm not about to cry.
You what?
I'm not about to cry.
You look like it. So please tell me what's going on with you.
When David...
No, okay.
When David put his tattoos in my heart.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. What happened?
When David put his tattoos in my heart.
What about it?
But when
Wait, what?
when I was itching, it hurted.
It hurted?
Yeah, when I was itching.
Okay. So... Does it hurt now still?
No.
Why didn't you tell me, baby?
Because when I was little, he didn't do that to me. But when I got bigger, he did it. When he was coming over at the house.
Now, of course, y'all know a bunch of fans and other people out there were saying that FTN Bay is lying and she's looking for clout and she just mad. Some of them were saying she's just mad because he left her. And David, aka OTF Duty Low, he took to his IG, calling her all kind of liars and calling her all kind of names.
You got all the clout you want now. You got the wrong clout, you dumbass bitch. Fuck is wrong with you, you stupid asshole. I don't even play like that. I got 4 daughters that love me, man. You stupid ass bitch. Look, everybody look, screenshot this. I know it's gonna be on live. Alright, Mikey. This bitch was just in this bathroom. She gonna say, I didn't know, and he just, man, bitch, you mad. This, man.
That bitch weird for real.
Weird asshole. Look, think about this, man. Think about this, man.
You might believe that weird. They ass weird.
If y'all believe that, y'all weird.
It's fuck.
If somebody take, listen, bro, 3 nails. This bitch said, I ain't never been no handyman in my motherfucking life. First of all, you dumb bitch. If you take 3 nails, you telling me if you take 3 motherfucking nails, man, and put them together, and put it in a little boy, and you call me 2 months later, crying talking about somebody else did it. Then when I get to Miami and I try to get some pussy and I try to fuck you, well, he said, bitch, what the fuck, you sick ass hoe? Why would you wait 2 months? What type of mother is you?
Shaking your ass.
But if y'all go back on her page and go on her Twitter, she gonna get the delete stick. This bitch talking about little dick bitch and all this and all. Bitch, you mad? I stopped talking to you that. Like, y'all believe this? Like, y'all trolling and all this. All right, this shit cool. But like, this shit serious. Like, this bitch sick, deranged for her to have a kid do that. You stupid, dumbass. Bitch, you should slap your motherfucking self. You happy, bitch, you made the shade room. You made the shade room. What else you make? All them other blog sites, you dick sucking ass people. Like, come on, man. Like, I'll be in jail, bro. Y'all stupid. Use y'all head. That little boy will be fucked up. And if I, as a parent, I'm not finna be sitting down waiting for no motherfucking pop coming to get you. Fuck is wrong with you? You touch my child. Stupid ass bitch. Y'all gotta use y'all motherfucking head. This bitch dumb as hell, man. This bitch dumb. She fucked us up. You fucked yourself. Now, what can you say? Go live and you dumbass bitch. What type of, you a dumbass, stupid ass hoe, bro. Like, you stupid ass hoe. Like, you a dumbass bitch. Like, that's all I can say. You dumb.
FTN Bay, of course, wanted to clear up what he and everyone else was saying. So she took to her IG, and as she should, and this is what she had to say.
It started small, but as my son kept doing it and kept being sneaky, and it was like the underwear everywhere, and it's like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm asking him, and he's not telling me nothing for not 2 months, but for however many of the weeks. Whether it was the last month, I mean, I don't remember like when it got really, really bad, but I do know it got bad to the point where he was pooping 3 times a day in his pants, not even going to the bathroom, not even attempting to, because before he was still on the toilet, it got to the point where he wasn't even attempting to take his pants off, just pooping in his pants, and then he'd sit in it. Then he would sit in it and wouldn't tell you. So if you're not around, you don't smell my man. I live in a big house. If he's chilling downstairs, and then I walk downstairs, and he's been downstairs for who knows how long or whenever he pooped. If I don't smell it, I don't know. Or when he goes to school, he was coming home from school with poopy diapers. So it got really, really bad. But as it's progressing to get bad, as it's getting worse, I'm angry because I don't understand what's going on with him. And again, I was never thinking in my head, maybe he got touched, because I honestly have 5 friends. Like, my son sit at my house or my mom's house. That's it. I don't have nobody else. He don't be nowhere else. So I'm never thinking, yeah, that's a symptom of molestation, because who the fuck touched him? So I'm not bending him over when I'm bathing him or I'm wiping him even. And my son is very much so independent. When I get him in the bath, I put soap on his rag, I let him do what he do. He's not a baby. He's not a baby. So for y'all to question how I didn't know, you're right. I question myself too. And I can look back now and say, oh, when he said this or when he said that, that's what he meant. But he wasn't telling me that. So how was I supposed to know? You don't think that if I would have found out when it happens, that this shit wouldn't have been resolved already? I'm getting loud. I didn't know. Okay, I travel. I mean, my sister lives with me, so she can help me with him. So when I'm not home, she's here with him to help make sure he gets to school and everything like that. With everything I have going on. So you're right. I missed something. And I'm always have to wear that. I'll always wear that. This hurts me so much. Because I have to wear that at the end of the day. I have to wear that because of who did it. It was my guest, my company that I brought into my house. I left him here. That's something I live with. I don't give a fuck who believe or don't believe. It doesn't matter what anybody believes or don't believe. It only matters who's important enough that needs to believe. That's it. Didn't know. Okay? It's hard as a parent. I'm young and I try my best. And it's definitely a life lesson that I learned. And it was the hard way. But I hope that it can shed light to people, to other girls. Because at the end of the day, I don't play about my kid. I really don't. I don't play about my company. I'm so like this with my son. Like everybody who know me know how I am with my kid. It's like this with us. We like this. I'm never nowhere without him. He be here right now, but I don't want him to be here, so he's at my mom's. We always together. You see me, you see him. But and then on top of that, and then you will never see him in an environment that a child should never be in. Wouldn't do no shit like that. I wouldn't lie. Because, like, I'll take that blame. I'll take the blame. I'll take that blame. I'll take, you know, why didn't you know? Why you ain't people? I'll take that shit. Sometimes we get wrapped up in our own lives and shit be going on and stuff, you know. If something happens to a kid, they don't want to say nothing, so you miss shit. It's just like when you're in a relationship and you missing red signs. You got the flags in your face, but you can't see it. You don't understand. You can't see it, so you skip it. I didn't understand, and when I was raised, my parents yelled at me for everything. So, you know, I'm very strict because my dad was very strict, and I just handled it the way that I, you know, I grew up and how I handled it, and I tried.
Guys, I was gonna let this just record so you guys can just listen to her all the way through. But again, just like last night when I was trying to record this, I can't listen to this and not be able to respond and react, because what I'm looking at is a mom in serious pain, serious regret, hurt, and feeling at fault. I definitely believe what she's saying. I believe her. And I'm sorry if, you know, if I'm sorry if you guys don't. If there's people out there that don't agree with me or feel like she is clout chasing or she is, you know, looking for a bigger come up, which I just don't see that here. I just don't see that. You know, she has her own following. She seems to be doing pretty well to me in that era, you know, with her as far as her career and whatever. So I don't see where she would just be making something like this up again, even knowing that this is something that's going to follow her son for the rest of his life. And listening to her, I'm sorry, I see pain in this mom's eyes. Her baby told her that. Her baby told her that.
Tried my best to figure out what was wrong with him. But I was angry. I was angry with him because I didn't understand. I didn't get it. I would tell him, like, you're not going to get in trouble for telling me that you had to poop. Like, why are you not telling me? Like, why do you want to be in poop all day? Like, I'm talking to his teachers.
And see, this is what a lot of people don't understand. You know, everybody's saying, well, why did it take so long? Why, you know, he's 5, you know, because her son is 5 years old. You would think he would have just went and told his mom. But this, you just don't know about things like that. Because when a person is a predator, they start first grooming that child, you know, getting him open with them and being comfortable with them. And then here come the fear. You know, he was afraid. Oh my gosh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to let y'all listen.
My parents, his dad, me, all my friends, like even him, even David, who I was dating while all this was going on, I will call him on the phone, crying. I don't know what to do with Wesley. Like, he just keeps pooping in his pants. I don't get it. My mom said once I should take him to the doctor. She didn't imply like molestation, but she just said you should take him to the doctor. And I was saying, why would I take him to the doctor? Like, what's wrong with him? Like, I don't know why he's doing this, but there's nothing wrong with him. Like I didn't understand what was going on. So I was just like, I'm just thinking it's like a phase or something. Like, you know, like his teacher was saying maybe he's just nervous because of kindergarten. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I thought maybe he was just growing into his body and you know, maturing, and maybe he just didn't want anyone touching him. I don't know. I never thought that.
Right.
So I missed everything. At the end of the day, you don't see that shit.
Yeah. Like she dropped the ball. Like, that's pain. That's a mom that's in a lot of pain and hurt because she feels like she felt her son. You know? She feels like she dropped the ball. You know? And I know, you know, this, you know, OTF, Doodoo Low, whatever, you know, I'm sorry guys with these rappers and their names, but you know, like y'all saw, you know, in his video, to be honest, man, like this kind of thing is really hard for me because I went through something like this as a child and he went to prison. But so I get the pain on that mom. This is just so upsetting because I watch him and it's like, you know, he's calling her all kinds of, you know, bitches, and he's going off on her, the bullying, you know, and trying to intimidate her, which is the same thing you know, he probably did to her son, which is what made this baby so afraid to tell his mom. And it took him 2 months to tell his mom, but I'm just happy he did, you know, I'm just really happy that he did.
Like, you don't see it. Like, if somebody don't want to tell you something, they ain't gonna tell you. And you got to read behind the lines, but I ain't thinking there was no lines to read behind. Like, I asked my son to be okay. He said, yeah, that's it. Unless he's acting extremely weird. But my son is strong. Like, he's like me. Like, he holds me down. Like, he's the man of the house. Like, he went through that and didn't even tell me for 2 months. That's how strong he is. So yeah, I'm upset that I wasn't able to be there for him when he was going through this. Like, I was too busy dating this fuck nigga in this fuck nigga face. I didn't see what my son was going through. My baby daddy, who's in prison, he hate me, and he have all right. Imagine being in prison and you can't do nothing. You can't see your child. If I'm lying, why would I do that to my baby father?
Right. It's like,
that was one of the second. That's the second.
It's like, why would she make something like this up? You know, this is something that's going to follow her son for the rest of his life. This is something that's going to affect her entire family, his dad's family, his you know, his dad. Like she's saying, like, it just makes no sense.
The hardest things I ever had to hear.
Especially being a son, a boy, you know, and to have that on you, that, you know, being touched by another man, you know, not that it would be any better if it was a woman, just the fact that, you know, of living through that for the rest of his life. Why would his mom put him through that? I don't think she's making this up. And that's just my opinion. I just don't think that she's making this up.
It was him cry on that jail phone. And now he's in solitary confinement because I don't know what he was doing, but they locked him up. Now he's by himself. And I don't know what's going on with him right now. So, this affects my whole family. I wouldn't even show my face on the internet if I was to lie on some shit like this. That's some sick shit.
I believe her. You know, even though, you know, I watch Steve Wilkos. I'm a huge fan of Steve Wilkos. And, you know, I know that there is a lot of women out there that make up stories like this and be lying. So, because I've seen it. You know, they fail those lie detector tests all the time. But for me, I'm looking at her and I'm going with my gut and what I feel as a mom and as a victim, a child, you know, victim myself of, you know, who went through something like that. I believe her. I'm sorry. I just believe her. I believe her. I'm sorry, guys, but this type of thing is really triggering for me. I just hate when I come across stuff like this, you know, and it be these disgusting ass men who's supposed to be role models to our young boys, and to do something like that to a child and violate him in such a way. It's disgusting, you know? And then he go, you know, because of who he is, he can just come online and just bash her and talk all crazy about her. And no one is looking at the bigger picture. Like, this baby said you did it, though, dude. The baby said you did it. So we not supposed to believe the baby? I heard the baby. He said you did it. And no, I'm sorry. I just disagree with the people out there that's saying that they heard coaching and all of this and that. I don't think that she was coaching her baby. That sound like a baby that was blurting it out to his mom, very relieved to actually be getting it out finally and saying what happened to him. And I heard a mom that was trying to hold it together and trying to keep it together while listening to her son explain to her that what happened to him. That's what I heard. Okay, let me move on. Sorry.
No, you can't tell when people are sick. You can't. I could not tell that he dealt with that type of shit. At the end of the day, I knew that David dealt with stuff. He always talked about dealing with demons and whatever. But I'm thinking that's just the normal shit. Like, he's from where he's from. He's in the streets. Like, he just deals with that shit. I didn't know that he dealt with this shit. I couldn't have seen that. David was so good with my son. And I look back at it and it raises flags that I didn't know, because I just think it's cute that my boyfriend wants to be close to my son.
Right. That's what I say.
It was like, you know, like,
that's what I mean when I say grooming. He was grooming him. He was grooming him. That's what he was doing.
Like, you know, when you date me, essentially with my son, but don't get it confused, because my son is not around every nigga that I've ever dated. So also don't think that either. That's also a misconception of the story. You know what I'm saying? My son's not around every nigga. That's cap. That's cap. He had a relationship with this one, though. David would call him, like, let's say me and David, we fighting or something. He'd call my son, go tell your mom I said sorry, da-da-da. So he would call, he had a relationship with my son. My son trusted him. My son, you know, when he came to my house the first time, my son showing him all his secret hiding spots where he be hiding his candy. He telling David all his sneaky links on the phone and stuff, because he know I don't let him watch certain stuff on YouTube, and he's opening up to David telling him this shit. And so they he built a bond with my son. And after this whole thing happened, right? When I found out my son had his first football game and he won MVP. First time ever playing. He was MVP. He was so happy. He took his phone. He sent everybody pictures of his medal. He sends a picture to David's phone. I didn't have David's phone number blocked on my son's phone because I just wanted to keep it open in case he texted some crazy shit or whatever. I wanted to monitor it. And I looked at Wesley and I said, Wesley, why did you send him this? He's not your friend. He goes, I know. But he said sorry. So my son is battling with the fact that this man violated him.
Yep.
But is his friend, still called him after it. Said sorry to him. He's 5. So he's...
Wow. And he told the baby that he was sorry. Yeah. I believe her.
He's battling with... He's confused. And it was that much confusion of me still dating this man. So, yeah, he showed a picture of me in his house September 15th. I didn't know September 15th. I found out October 1st. I had no idea. I don't know what you're proving. I don't get
what
it.
What he was doing with that is trying to deflect. Like, yeah, y'all, look at this. Now, if I did this to her son, why would she be hanging out with me here? Why would she be with me? Why would she be around me? Come on, man. Y'all falling for that? See, that's what they do. That manipulating shit. That's what they do. That's what predators do.
Listen to the dates. I'm not here to do the whole investigation on her. That's what I thought in my head. Like, just some like stupid thought. And then I just stopped myself. And then I just was like, you know, could have been David. So at the end of the day, as a mother who heard my son's story and didn't question him not one time, I told him I didn't believe that it was Alex who did it. And the second that I said that to him, I said it to him, because like I said, I never questioned him. The second I sat him down on my bed and I said, I don't believe you. And I explained to him the importance of lying on baby Alex. I'm telling him, like, Wesley, this is big. This is very serious. I don't know if you understand, but you can't lie on anybody. On anybody. Alex is your cousin. She's your friend. If she didn't do this, you can't lie on her. But if she did it, it's okay. You still have to tell me and we'll figure it out. He go to say it wasn't Alex. Who was it? It was nobody. He started to say it was nobody. Then he started to say that he sat on something and he sat on it. And I'm just listening to him change the story. And I'm like, no, I know something happened to you. It's okay. Cause I already know what's good. I already knew what time it was. I knew what time it was. As soon as my first time questioning him on Alex and he flipped his story, he ain't flip about nothing else. Everything I done asked him for 2 days straight, pounded everything. Was it the screws? I pounded everything to every detail of it except who it was. And the first time that I questioned him on it, he folds. I already knew it was up. So he's seeing me get emotional. He's seeing me like I couldn't think straight. I couldn't think straight.
Right.
So I asked him as a mother, was it David?
And she had every right to ask him that. She had every right to ask him that. I know people say, I know they say you shouldn't ask children leading questions. I work with children for over 25 years, so I know, I get it. But she had the right to ask him and go down the line because now she want answers, and I get it. I get it.
No, he do this little smirk. He got this little smirk. Kids make faces when they lie. That's why kids aren't good liars, because they make faces. I know my son's face when he lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know his face. I saw his face. I already knew. But I'm trying to hold it in. So I went down every male, my brothers, my sister's brothers. Every male, was it so-and-so? Was it so-and-so? Was it so-and-so? And I'm looking at his nose. I'm looking at the way he's answering my questions. They weren't like David's, no. I asked him again. And he just looked at me. And he said it was David. So, that brings us to the video that David posted on his page. As soon as he said that, I done broke down. I done had an episode. But I said, let me grab my phone. I need to record this because this is it. This is it. This is it. Because at the end of the day, a human being who was hearing his story.
And see, that's the recording that I was sent. Because I was reading the comments and I did see where everyone, was saying, he sound like he's being coached. And I couldn't really tell. So the person that sent me that video, I was like, what else? There's other parts missing to this. And then, I got the rest of the videos and I was like, okay, this makes more sense. Now it's coming together. And again, like I said, I see a mother that has a lot of regret, blaming herself tremendously for what her baby boy has endured. And even in the aftermath of him trying to, of him staying quiet. But I'm so happy he finally did tell his mom. So now she can move towards healing her son and getting him help. As far as David, aka OTF Duty Low, if these allegations are in fact true, he should be put under the damn jail. And I hope that's what they do to him. I hope he really do go to jail. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And hit that notification bell so you'll be sure to see when I bring you more videos and content. And guys, follow my Instagram, Twitter, and join my Facebook at Sister Girl Talk TV. Bye.